As far as the competition goes, the Rugby Championship has already bolted out of the stables. For these two teams tonight, there is much, much more on the line. And as we talk about the Argentinians, one word comes to mind, and that will be firmly at the front of your mind, is pride. Pride on the line for the Wallabies and for the Pumas. Hello everyone and welcome back along to your home of rugby and the final game of the Rugby Championship for these two teams, the Pumas and the Wallabies, doing battle following on from the impressive victory last weekend for the Wallabies. They try and replicate that once more. Having a look at the two teams, both sides have made a number of changes, more notably the Pumas than the Wallabies, but still the depth and gaining that experience will be what tonight is all about, as well as doing the jersey proud. Let's have a look at these two teams for tonight as we get things underway, starting off for the Pumas now, as this is technically their home game away from home, as they always have been. Rodrigo Martinez will start at loose head with, of course, captain Julian Montoya alongside him at hooker, and Enrique Purotti, who will be at number 3. For the Wallabies, not much changing here. It is, of course, the big man at number 1, James Slipper, Folau Fainga at hooker, and Taniela Tupou, who wears that tight head jersey. Moving into the second row, Guido Petty comes back into the team, and he'll once again partner the big man, Thomas Lavanini, in the middle of the pack. For the Wallabies, Isaac Rodder and Darcy Swain got 4 and 5. There's subtle changes here to the back row. One, Martin Gonzalez will once again wear 6, as for Marcos Kramer, who comes in on the open side. The one change is at the back, with Rodrigo Bruni coming in to take his place at number 8. For the Wallabies, it's a welcome back to Pete Samu, who comes in at number 6. Michael Hooper again captains the team from the open side, and Rob Valancini, there's no going past him in that number 8 jumper. A big battle of the halves yet again. Gonzalo Bertino will be with Santiago Correras in the halves, and Nick White and Quade Cooper do the job once again for the Wallabies. Into the midfield, no change here for either side. Santiago Chakwades, couple of tries last time these sides met, and it will be, of course, Lucio Cinti in the 13th jumper up against him. Samu Karevi and Len Ekitau. A bit of a change on the wings for the Pumas. Emiliano Boffelli goes nowhere, he stays in 11, but it's Andrew Callaway who moves from 14 to 11 for tonight's matchup. On the right hand side, Matthias Moroni back in the setup for the Pumas, back from injury, and Jordan Pataya will go up against him on the right wing. At the back, no change, Juan Cruz Melia and Reese Hodge for their respective teams in the number 15 jumper. Of course, plenty of players making it back off the bench, and plenty of new names in here as well. For the Pumas, Bosch will be the replacement hooker, but have a look at this, Gallo and Bello, 17 and 18. Love to see it. Alimano Gorson in the second row back row replacements, Garcia, Miotti and Carreras. Again, Mattia Carreras, not Santiago Carreras. He's starting at 10. For the Wallabies, it's Lonigan Ballon Holmes. Yes, the old man is back again in the number 18 jumper. Greg Holmes will be coming on to be one of the oldest test players in history if he makes it onto the field later. Matt Phillip in the second row, and another welcome back, Sean McMahon in 20. That'll be another big occasion, seeing him run out onto the field. Jack Gordon, James O'Connor, and Tom Wright, who we haven't seen for a number of weeks, returns back in 23. Right, we are all set to go. The final outing here in Australia for the Pumas and the Wallabies. Let's get down to the action. Kickoff about ready to go. We are good to go. The Pumas in the blue and white hoops are ready for kickoff. It is Emiliano Boffelli. Ball in hand, number 11, kicks off this final outing for these two sides, the Rugby Championship, and is down once more to Michael Hooper to clean things up. And a penalty early on for the Pumas. Wrapped up Michael Hooper. Can't get away from that. Big play at the back there. Rodrigo Bruni, the chief, in control of that one. And Emiliano Boffelli just kicked off the game. Now he's got a chance to kick off the scoreboard as well. What a start. First ruck, big wrap up of Michael Hooper. Here's Boffelli. He's put it wide. Oof, that is a bad miss. A really bad miss for Boffelli. And a chance for them to lift in confidence, get into the game, take a lead. Force the Wallabies for once to play a bit of catch up. Still, danger is not averted yet as Quade Cooper kicks off from the 22. A deep one down to Birchenough. Here's Bruni. Great little ball around. Emiliano Boffelli. Big chance for him to break way down the left. Just about does enough. Holds it up just outside the 22. Wide. Carreras does well. Chukwueze is up against Callaway, does very well. Slips it back inside. He's ready for another run. It's Chukwueze. This time he gets to Bruni. Bruni inside nicely. A hard run there for Pareto. Pumas right there on the 22. Here's Bruni again. Another strong carry from the number 8. A lot of support there as well for him too. Bertino. Oh, has a bit of a run there. Nice little tidy play there from Gonzalo Bertino. Leaving it now for the hard worker, Lavanini. Oh, Michael Hooper! Not to be outdone. Puts in a punishing hit. Here's Pareto again. Keeping it tight on the Pumas. Trying to keep out of trouble, but they may be going straight into the trap of the Wallabies. Now they've turned it over. Samu offloads and knocked on. Great opportunity for Pattaya to start with a flurry as the ball is grubbing along there from Moroni, and the referee calls advantage over as it dribbles its way along the ground into touch. And it will be a line out for the Wallabies. Falau Fang and a throw. Just outside their 22. Stolen at the back. Big play, big turnover from Clamer. It's quickly and swiftly put back to the hooker. And at the line went Montoya. Short side. Clamer, nice ball. Lavanini. He could go in. No, Carreras is there. Chukwueze. 3 tries and 2. He's having an absolute stunner of a fortnight. The inside centre scores. And Santiago Chukwueze grabs another try. Oh, this is all down to Thomas Lavanini. And you've got to love to see it. Marcos Clamer switched back from the short side. Carreras got a bit caught short there. He had to chase it back. Gave Michael Hooper a chance to reel him in. He still gets it off. And nicely off as well to Santiago Chukwueze. What a great try. They struggled, the Pumas. Chances to put points on the board. But now they do it. And it is through the inside centre that they grab first points. And Boffelli makes it 7. Well, not to start the Wallabies had in mind, I'm sure. They've been much better over the last number of weeks, 3 weeks. It would say is, here's a chance. Rotto is taken into touch. Not the greatest run there from the tight end prop. Giving the Wallabies a real opportunity now on their 22. Bertino, you would have expected a man to set things up. Oh, they've turned it over the Pumas anyway. It doesn't really matter. And now they run it to the outside. Matthias Moroni. Oh, good little tackle there. Coming across. Samu Karevi. Bertino again. Lavanini looking for that cutback angle, and they get it nicely. Gonzalez does very well. Pumas looking to run this out. Oh, trouble as Moroni is sliced that right along the touchline. Was it taken back? Maybe worse than we initially thought here. Terrible, terrible call from Matthias Moroni back in the team. He makes a shocker, and the Wallabies get line-out chance number 2. This time they hit the man, and it's nicely dragged down too by Darcy Swain, and they drive. The Wallabies getting good meterage too. 10, 15 metres upfield now. Left for White. Plenty of space for Nick White. Oh, he's knocked it on. Knocked it on into the end goal. It was a beautiful run from Nick White. Deserved to try. This was a perler of a play. Look at this. Straight in the gap.
Crouch.
And I think maybe do we give the credit there to Ulan Cruz Malia coming across and putting in a thumper. Well, it's a stalemate at the scrum. No, it's a Wallabies turnover. Nick White. Wait for Cooper. Into the midfield, they slip it back, and hard running is Callaway. Eventually gives it all the way back to the forwards running at the line of Isaac Rodder. Straight out of that and straight into the action. Here's White. Back to Cooper. Bit of a standstill. Karevi. Here's Reece Hodge. Hodge up on the line. He's just tipped down. Marcos Clamer did very well to hold him up. With a short play, all his numbers here. Michael Hooper's got to pass it out to his right-hand side. It breaks down and it's turned over. Samu misses out and it's kicked away from Kadidis. Oh, the chances for the Wallabies. Going begging. Patai changing his mind there. Going back instead to Cooper. The Wallabies look like they want to run. Will they chance their arm? No, Karevi. Aimless kick. Straight down the throat at the back of Malia, who says, I don't want to play down here anymore. He smashes it just short of halfway. Good kick from the fullback. Well, how many line-out chances have the Wallabies had here? 2 or 3 at least. Inside the 22. This time, it's again taken from Swain. The maul doesn't work. White, Samu, through the back line. Nikitau back inside to Karevi. Massive hold for Karevi. Where's the support? It's not the right man there. Hooper had to go back for it again, and again it all breaks down. Not for the first time for the Wallabies. Here's Roda. Hard carry, turnover! Oh, big play from the Pumas. Kicked away from Boffelli, but he won't find touch. Running it back is Hodge. He gets that, Nikitau. And now Samu kicks away. Still in field though. Neither side wanting to go for touch. Moroni over the top. This one may dribble its way towards the sidelines. It does. Trying to stop it was Sinti for the Pumas. Couldn't do it. And we will go to half-time with the Argentinians in control. This one, 7 points to 0. It's not convincing, but let's take a look at their game plan. It's pretty simple by the stats. Don't give your opponent the ball. Don't let them have the ball. Don't let them have chances. And they won't score tries. They're doing it well so far. Over 80% possession and territory from the first half. And this time, discipline's better and the handling is better as well. Let's see if they can keep it up for the second 40. Or will the Wallabies fight their way back? Here we go. Quade Cooper going high to the right-hand side for the Pumas. And they defend it very nicely as well. Moroni, who's been questionable in the first half, but seen a lot of ball for a winger. Here's the chance. Oh, Bruni does brilliantly. Kadidis cutting on the half. Reece Hodge chased across. Kadidis taken down and turned over as well. Brilliant work. Pattaya subs it off to Ikitau. Can the Wallabies change it? No. Burchino swings an arm high, and Cooper goes down in a thunderous heap. Well, it is end to end. Who will they take 3? Oh, yes, Quade Cooper is lining it up. Let's be fair now. This is a long way out for Cooper. 50 metres, slightly to the right. Hits it well. It's got the definite angles right, and it is over. Well, he hit that with some sweet, sweet toe. Did Quade Cooper. 50 metres out. That is a scorching kick at goal. And the lead is cut to just 4 points now for the Pumas. 7 points to 3. Well, Boffelli may be ruining some missed chances earlier. There's Michael Hooper grabs another kick-off, and Samu was there in support. He's Pattaya with a bit of room, decides instead to kick. Malia's back, and Pattaya, what a chase from the winger. Slow motion, the forwards come back. But the Wallabies, forward momentum, steal the ball back. Now a chance, Fainga out wide, looking to bust away. Nicely done, here's Ikitau, and here's Callaway. Big chance for Roda, back to Samu Karevi. They just can't finish. Here's White, Callaway again, oh no! Shouldered into touch from Malia. And Callaway just cannot buy the chance. Well, 5 metres out. Oh, Cooper. Given the instructions from Hooper to go back for the shot at goal. Oh, they were on fire, the Wallabies. They really were. Here's Quade from the left-hand side. That is well away. And the Pumas will pick it up. Montoya. And here's a charging run as well from Guido Petty. Nicely finds support there. Boffelli back in field. The Pumas struggling. Oh, they do so well to bust out. Nick White deep. Hodge up in the line. Look for some support there. Finds Karevi to Cooper. Here's Callaway once more. Back inside. No, this is easy 3. Easy 3 on the tackle on Samu. And the tactics have changed. A lead of 4. They can wind it down here, the Pumas. They can force the Wallabies to stay out. As long as they don't concede 7 or 5 for that matter. Now Cooper just sliding to the left. 30 metres out. No problem for Quade Cooper. Over she goes. It's a 1-point ball game again. Oh, we have seen this too much, haven't we? 7-6 to score. And the Wallabies trail by 1 point. Well, they've been under pressure, have the Pumas. Reluctant to kick out of their own 22 at times. May cost them in the long run. As the Wallabies are looking to run this straight out of their own 22 themselves. Here's a chance, Pataya. Busts his way up to the 10-metre line. John Pataya, great run. Pumas defence absolutely shattered. Massive holes everywhere. And they find them through Valentini. Montoya gets chase, but he finds the support nicely inside from Cooper. Fainga to Hooper. No, this one's Slipper.
Release.
He trudges up the middle of the park. Takes it down as you expect every good loose head prop to do. More room out wide as Reece Hodge joins the line. Throws the dummy. Malia. Oh, what a pass to Pataya. What a play from Reece Hodge. And John Pataya will score. Wallabies lead for the first time. And that is magic from Reece Hodge. Take a look at this run. Fainga went wide. Reece Hodge on the outside of Buffelli. Malia did well. Committed both fullback and winger in the tackle. Throws a miracle ball to that man, John Pataya, who finishes with ease. Wow, the second half has certainly changed the whole game. Pumas are cruising, doing enough. As Cooper tries to swing this around. Oh, that one had legs on it, was moving that far. 11-7 the score though. Wallabies lead and Quade visibly disappointed with that. Well, it's been the Wallabies who have made the most play. A couple of penalties now. And the try. They regain the ball through Fainga up. Oh, the Pumas. Oh, big chance here for the Pumas. 10-metre line, they turn the ball over. Now they rumble. Big fend as well. What an extraordinary play there from Lavanini, but he can't hold on. Oh no. Over the ball in a flash, not releasing in the tackle. And the Wallabies may well get our jail free card here. Cooper kicks it long, halfway from the penalty. What do they do now, the Wallabies? Do they look just to contain, or do they go for the gauntlet? Another try will surely end this one. 9 minutes to play. To the front, nicely done, Isaac Rodder. Here's Cooper to Karevi. Missing out Ikitau, going straight out to the right wing of Jordan Pataya. Back inside, and then Ikitau. Oh, that is beautiful from the Wallabies. That was planned all along. Watch the run of Ikitau. He was skipped, and the Pumas defence didn't follow. What a beautiful play from the man in the green and gold. John Pataya knew where Ikitau was all along, and he accelerated towards the end as well. Oh, that is an absolute class try from the Wallabies. That should signal it. We talked about it just seconds ago. Another try will be the end of the Pumas. This conversion will be the sole. Oh, Quade Cooper. Have a bit of that. He really does get them moving in the air when he is on. And that, as well as the last one, was beautiful to watch. 6 minutes to play. It's 18 points to 7. Wallabies leading by 11 points with less than that minutes remaining. What are they going to do now? Pataya! Oh, he's having a great second half. It's Sean Pataya. But he can't get away from Malia on this occasion. And he does what you'd probably call maybe a sensible thing. Drags it into touch. And winds down that clock. So much Puma action early on. Oh, it's all falling apart. Line out stolen. Well stolen too, but the ruck ensuing is quickly turned back to the Pumas. Bertino does well, finding it to Karetas. Karetas has got the speed, normally an outside back. Where can he go? Nowhere away from Reece Hodge. And it seems like we have the injury as well. Well, make things even worse for the Pumas. They lose their playmaker, and he's been one who has certainly made things happen. Domingo Miotti will come on instead, but she's all but bolted now, the 22.
Blind.
What can he do
Set.
to maybe change the way this team plays? He's got, well, maybe one chance. Time is up. Bertino holds it up. Miotti to the line, changing directions well in the midfield there.
Release.
Nowhere far to go for Chokowades. Oh no, this could be it. It could be all over. All they got to do is kick it out. Back to Cooper. Cooper looks at the touchline. Disregard for anyone else. And into touch it goes. The Wallabies, with a resurgent second half, bring this one home comfortably as you like. And the Pumas, well, fading from a great first 40 to absolute shambles in the second. Some great set-piece tries for the Wallabies. Their one for Liam Nikitel will certainly be on the highlights reel come the end of the season. But that was harder than they probably would have liked. 2 tries, Pataya and of course Nikitel. Cooper, 1 conversion and the 2 penalty goals to boot as well. That's how they got in the game, the Wallabies, through the boots of Quade Cooper. It was an early try though for Chokowades, and it was converted from Buffali. They really got them off to the good start that they were wanting. We see by the stats, it was a game really evened up. The Pumas had all the first half ball, and they really threw it all away to even up to about 50-50 at the full-time buzzer. But really the big stat I want to look at there is how exciting and how enterprising these teams were out there on the field tonight. 7 line breaks to 9, a total of 16 throughout the matchup. Excitement aplenty for the neutral fan, and of course all the viewers out there in the stands. That was a great game for their final outing in the Rugby Championship. As for me though, one more still to come. That is the Springboks and the All Blacks. I'll see you all there for that one. From the Wallabies and the Pumas, it's a thank you and good night from them, and we'll see them later on in the year. Till next time though, thanks for watching and take care.